bringing you a video that you wanted to see. Okay, this time I'm going to be doing Eruptor. As you see here, I started the process. First off, you're going to need some regular white old gloss enamel paint, gloss white enamel paint. You want to put that down on your figure first so that the adhesive from the flocking sticks to it, because otherwise the adhesive don't work that well and it doesn't cover that well. So you want to put down a base coat so that when you put the adhesive on, even though the adhesive is white also. Okay, the flocking, it'll be white. We're going to do a duplicate of the white flocked Eruptor. Okay, this is the white flocking, 3 ounces, 3-ounce bag. You get the adhesive, just the white adhesive. If you were to get, and also you buy a kit, you'll also get a mini flocker. Has holes in it and stuff. This is great for bigger projects. Don't really use it for my Skylanders. For my Skylanders, I like to use these little squirt bottles. They're for candy making from Wilton. You can pick up 2 bottles for $2 at Walmart. They're great for flocking. Here, I'll show you the one. Yeah, here's the purple I used on Trap Shadow. See, I have it in a bottle. It squirts out easy. You can direct the flocking where to go. Less cleanup this way. You don't over put flocking on that way either. Put on just the amount you need. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cover all of Eruptor in white. As you can see, I started. We'll be back after he's all covered in white and we'll go from there. See you in a little bit. We are back. This is Eruptor after I finish painting it. Okay, here I'm about to show you how to flock Eruptor. This is after we put the base coat on using the white gloss enamel paint. I just use model paint. Put the base coat on. Wait for it to dry. I usually give it at least 3 days to dry, to make sure that it is fully dry, because it can take a while. And I put my flocking in my bottle. This is the white flocking. You can find this is a rayon flocking. You can find it at flockit.com. It's about $5 an ounce. Comes in a bag like this. The rayon comes in 32 different colors. And like I said in the video before, I like putting in these bottles. These are candy making bottles. Buy at Walmart, you know, $2 for 2 of them. So this way I can aim the flocking and get it out a little more easier. When you put the adhesive on, make sure that you put it on pretty liberally. What I mean by that is put on a lot but not too much to where it's runny. Want to get a good coat on there. careful around your one parts, but you still have to get plenty on there. So you got to be careful, especially when you're going around like the eyes and stuff like that. Got to make sure you get a good amount, and got to put it on pretty quick too. I'm going to be doing it in parts. I'm doing the top part first, but where you're doing it, and make sure there's a lot, put it on fast, because you got to put the flocking on before the paint dries. If you're running your brush on it and your brush starts to stick going across the paint, it's not wet enough. That means it started to dry already. So you have to put on a good amount. Don't just paint it like you want it to dry real fast. You want to paint it like it's going to be wet for days, because it literally takes a long time for it to dry. Just doing the top part here real fast for you. Alright, did the top part of Eruptor here. And what you do after you get some of your adhesive on, you take your flocking and bring it up to the tip, and you're just going to shoot it on top. Shoot it on there pretty good, really good. And with flocking, if you think you have enough on there, shoot more on there. Okay? Because literally you can't have too much flocking. Shoot it on there very good, because you need it to stick everywhere. You need it to stick. You literally need it to stick. Keep it coming out, short bursts. These are fine, really fine fibers. It's already, it's okay to breathe them in, but I don't like taking chances, so I do wear a mask. Okay. Once you have on a liberal amount of the white flocking, okay, you can go on and start doing more. While you're doing this, do not shake it and try shaking off loose particles, because you want those to stick in the adhesive. See, look. Always got to make sure you have enough. Yeah. Like I said, think you got enough, put more on there. And that's exactly what I'm doing. Thought I had enough? Meh. No. If you don't, you're not going to get a good coverage. And like I said, don't shake it, because you don't want to shake the fibers off, because you want as much to stick on there as possible. Now, once you get this all coated and everything, it needs to dry for 10 hours. After 10 hours, you can come back and then knock off the loose fibers, brush off the loose fibers, whatever you need to do, because then the adhesive will be dry. Then you have to wait for an additional week before you actually handle it. So it does take a long time to dry. We're going to go ahead. We're going to do another part here. I'm going to continue. Alright, we're doing part of the back here. Little horn and his arm. Go ahead and start. Use as much of it as you can. Get your money's worth. Sit there and put all this flocking on his arm. As you can see, it's starting to come out looking pretty good. I don't know if you can see, but he's starting to come around, getting covered pretty good here. Okay, we'll stick some more on here. More adhesive to the bottom of this other eye. Like I said, don't worry about any excess you see on there. Just got to make sure it all sticks. You know? So if you see any excess, don't worry about it yet, because you don't want to knock it off. You want to make sure everything sticks. I'm sure I still have plenty on there, but you can't keep putting adhesive over the flocking and then put more flocking on after you already put the flocking on. So, yeah. Make sure you remember where you put it on it. Oh, pretty decent. You don't want to squeeze real hard. Just enough to get it to pop out. Short little bursts. So about $15 for a 3-ounce bag. $5 for an 8-ounce can of adhesive. The adhesive and flocking lasts you for a decent amount of time, especially when you're just doing small figures. You can see what we've done so far. Like I said, we can't shake. Working on to the next bit. Last part. See, I can't touch it now. Shoot on the rest of the flocking here. Everything looks good. Alright. Now, we gotta let him sit for 10 hours. And his teeth. Just getting rid of the excess now. Alright, gotta get ready to put him back in the packaging here. But he's all set to go. And now you know what it takes to flock a Skylander. Alright. Have a good one.